Hi everyone, Darren Eastman here, Product Manager for GitLab Runner. This is the GitLab Runner 15.1 Kickoff video. Typically, Gina Doyle, our designer for the GitLab Runner team, is with me on these videos. Unfortunately, she's out ill this week. Get well soon, Gina. So on the screen is the 15.1 Runner Group Iteration Plan. If you go to this issue, you will see that we have this plan segmented by the three categories that comprise the Runner Group. And so in here, you'll see Runner Core represented, Runner SaaS, as well as Runner Fleet. And this matches our direction pages. A few months ago, we segmented our direction pages on about.gitlab.com so that now there are specific direction pages for each of these categories. So Runner Core being the core Runner binary itself. And here's the direction page for that. And we talk about the different feature sets, the strategic priorities, and so on, specific to the Runner Core piece of the puzzle. And then we do the same thing for Runner SaaS, which is of course the build environment that we deliver from GitLab.com. And then Runner Fleet, which I'm going to try to click on here. Runner Fleet, which is around the management of runners for those companies or those customers and users that self-manage what we refer to as a fleet or significant number of runners. So switching gears and coming back and speaking specifically about what are we working on in 15.1. In the Runner Core category, as I mentioned in the past few videos, we're continuing to focus a lot of our investment dollars in reducing the backlog of aged severity 2 or priority 2 bugs. So that remains a key focus from us from a product perspective as well as an engineering perspective, is reducing the backlog of those bugs in the core Runner code base itself. So if you go to this issue right now, you'll notice there's quite a few items in the list. By the time we formally kick off the development effort for 15.1, we'll likely pare this list down. And the key message here again is that we're really trying to focus on prioritization of reducing this age bug backlog. In terms of new features, I want to call your attention to this one specific new feature that we are really super excited about working on and trying to deliver an MVC for in 15.1. And that feature is actually in support of GitLab's supply chain security direction and strategy. And here I'm on the screen right now, I'm sharing a blog post that was written by Sam White, one of the leaders that's driving this strategy for GitLab. And it's all about solving the end-to-end supply chain security within the one DevOps platform paradigm. And so we have a unique position, we believe, at GitLab to solve this in a very efficient way. And so what we're looking at in 15.1, specific to the runner, the engine that executes a CI job, is the ability for the runner to generate a GitLab defined software attestation, aka metadata, during CI job execution. And so that's the first piece of the puzzle in terms of establishing provenance, if you will, in terms of the entire software development lifecycle, or the entire build lifecycle. And so this is a key thing that we need to get to as part of one of the foundational elements to enable this broader vision that Sam highlighted here in terms of where we see GitLab going from a supply chain security direction point of view. So that's it for Runner Core. For Runner SaaS in 15.1, most of our efforts will be focused on maintenance and tech debt work related to making sure that the GitLab.com platform is healthy. We do have a stretch goal in terms of some new features and capabilities that we might hope to get to, but it's a bit too soon to specifically chat about those. We'll see how things go as we start executing on the maintenance work that's required for GitLab.com in 15.1. So right now for Runner SaaS, our main focus of 15.1 is in some maintenance tech debt efforts that we need to get to ensure the continued health and reliability of our SaaS platform. And Runner Fleet, quite a number of, the Runner Fleet team, by the way, just a quick call out, they've been doing phenomenal work over the past 6 to 9 months, just delivering new features and capabilities across the admin UI experience, across the group UI experience. Very recently, we merged capability sets, so now the group views are aligned with the admin views. And that kind of sort of like very quick cadence delivering of new features is really accelerating. One of the key things that they're working on from that team in 15.1 is the really interesting feature of giving admin users first quick visibility in terms of the ownership model for a runner. And so that is this feature here that we're calling, there's two species of it, but I'll just go ahead and pop over to the one that has bone design. Adding some sort of like visual indicator, an association or ownership column, starting first in the admin area runner's view, that allows you at a glance as an administrator to quickly determine runner ownership. Today, some of that capability, it's somewhat difficult and problematic if you're an administrator managing an environment with hundreds and thousands of runners to quickly determine the ownership of a runner that may not have been created at the instance level, for example, one that may have been created at a group level or a project level. So adding this capability along, and it's also, of course, one that will be tied into search and filter result sets as well, will simplify you as an administrator, figuring out the ownership, the alignment, the association, if you will, of a runner in your environment. And so just sort of making that administrative task a lot easier and simpler for you in terms of your day-to-day managing of what's happening. Again, one more foundational piece in terms of our vision of simplifying and getting to what we hope to be zero friction operations for those customers and users that do need to manage their own runners, the self-managed runners. And so that's the key feature that we're adding in 15.1. That's just really going to be, we hope, very interesting and valuable to our users. So just to summarize, 15.1 for Runner Core, we're working on reducing the age bulk backlog from a new features perspective. Software attestations, which is part of our supply chain strategy, is a key features we're looking to add in 15.1 for Runner Core. Runner SaaS, we're doing some maintenance work on the Runner SaaS platform. And then Runner Fleet, building on a lot of the work we've done in the past few months, now adding the ability for you as an administrator to quickly view and figure out the ownership model for runners in the environment. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time in the 15.2 kickoff video. Cheers.